Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kingdom of Conversation, where wit reigns supreme and laughter is the crown jewel. Get ready to embark on a hilarious journey with the Convo Kings, where witty banter and uproarious laughter are our currency. So grab your royal earbuds and join us as we crown ourselves the Kings of Comedy.
Coming in hot, Convo King, Charlotte, North Carolina. We back at it. What's going on, boys?
Oh, man, we're good. We're good.
Mm-hmm. Daniel, how's today, baby?
It's Gucci today.
Gucci today. I like to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the studio with us today, Mr. Ali.
He's from Lifestyle.
Hey, how you
with
doing?
Lifestyle After 5.
Yeah.
Lifestyle in the house. I'm happy to be here with the Convo King.
We're glad to have you, man.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So how's the day, gentlemen? It feels like it hadn't been long, but it feels like it's been long enough. We back in the studio.
Yeah.
I could do this every day.
I could do it every day.
I really could. It helps me get my frustration out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
just
Yes.
to sit down, relax, not actually kick your feet up, but it's for what hair I do have, you just let it hang out.
Yeah, give Miss Joy time. We'll have kick our feet up.
Little ottomans. She already spoils us with drinks and snacks and candies. And
We wouldn't survive, I don't think.
no.
Well, I know I wouldn't for sure, but, that's another story altogether.
That's right.
Looks like we're going to get a little bit of rain.
They said we could get up to 7 inches.
Wow, what would we do with 7 inches? It's literally like has been raining every weekend. Like every Friday almost it's rain.
We're saturated, yeah.
The ground's already said, it ain't going to take no more.
Yeah, we were walking around at work yesterday, and I'm like, guys, just welcome to Seattle. And it's like, yep, if you've never been there, you have now. This is what Seattle, Washington feels like.
Yeah, true that. Speaking of Seattle, I don't know what made me think of that, but they're filming that new Crow.
I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah, it's the guy from It.
Oh, okay.
Skarsgård.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He looks pretty good.
Okay.
Yep. Anybody seen Deadpool yet?
Nope.
I have not seen
I have
Deadpool
not.
and Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
I wanting to, but just cannot find the small time to go do that.
You try what next weekend?
Next weekend I'll be in Tennessee.
You bastard!
I know.
Sorry
be
for
free.
cussing.
I'll be back in time. I'll be here.
Sorry for cussing.
I can't miss out on Miss Ashley.
No, Miss Ashley might be upset with you.
Yes, she will be.
Yeah, she's coming in for the to talk about her sorority.
Okay.
Nice.
Did y'all both talk? Y'all both Masons?
We have not got a chance
We
to talk
have
yet,
not.
but
Pleased to meet you, brother.
yes,
I know
absolutely.
he had told me, had mentioned it when we had met at the meetup,
Right.
but I didn't know, until
Oh, yeah.
today it was actually you.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. Where you call home?
Actually, Smyrna, Georgia, outside of Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Prince Hall affiliated, Foundation Lodge 592,
Okay.
and I'm part of NABAR 128 Shrine.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Yeah,
That's impressive.
We talked earlier talking about Weddington. I'm a past master of Monroe 244,
Okay.
and also a member of their York Right Bodies there.
Yeah, I did the York Right. I did Red House, Purple House, and I'm a Knights Templar
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
Aren't you?
Yes, I've went as far as the Knights Templar and an appendant body here and there. Member of the Knight Masons, and in September I'll be joining the Valley of Scottish Rite in Charlotte.
I have not done the Scottish Rite.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that left off. I moved by the time it was a time for me to do the Scottish Rite. I ended up moving out of Georgia, and I've been moving ever since.
I got you. Yeah, it's
kind of a
it's a
nomad.
beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm proud of y'all.
Oh yeah.
I said one of these days I might do an episode talking in general,
Right.
trying to dispel some of the mysteries.
Oh man,
Myths, shall I say?
Don't
Some
You know
of
what?
the
That would be
myths.
very interesting.
we're responsible for everything from
Yep,
the Underground
Dustin.
Railroad to the
Dustin.
Kennedy assassination.
You daggum Illuminati.
That's what I was about to say, Illuminati.
I actually seen a video of this guy. He was in some store shopping, and he had on a Masonic jacket, and some kid ran up to him with a camera and just started screaming, "Illuminati, Illuminati,
Oh, yes.
Illuminati." He was like, don't say that." It got real physical. Like, I don't play like that.
Yeah, and some folks don't. They like to talk about goats, and I'm like, there's no four-legged horned animals in masonry. That just,
A goat.
yeah, that's another rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what he's talking about a little bit.
I bet you do.
But you know what's funny is I get these in my Instagram and TikTok. You get these people in my at least in my inbox. Do you want to join the Illuminati? And
I got one of those.
for it, everything.
I got one of those.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if Illuminati's real or a myth or not, but
Right.
I doubt they would be interested in me at this point.
I don't know.
I'm not far enough up in stature to be approached by anybody, like you said. If
You'd
they
be
do
surprised. That
exist.
might be just what they want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't think they would approach me through my TikTok.
Right.
message.
No,
Right.
maybe not that. No.
No.
Yeah. They,
Or is it so far fetched that they would?
they
I feel like they'd just throw you in the
possibility.
back of a van with a sack over your head or something.
No, Daniel, that was your last weekend.
it ain't
Oh,
that
yeah.
bad. It ain't that bad.
That was
I don't care as long as they feed me.
He was really gonna cry about
He
that.
is. He is. I believe Daniel is hungry.
Poor baby.
Just don't rob anybody for a hash brown.
That's right.
What?
That was actually
That sounds like a story.
And whether it was a story,
Story time.
Brother Breakfast Club, this one guy, he went to a McDonald's. I didn't catch the full story. I heard it this morning. He ordered he ordered 3 hash browns, but he only paid for 2.
Uh-oh.
So the McDonald's employee puts the 2 hash browns in his bag.
Right.
So he said, "Where's my 3rd hash brown?" So he's like, "You only paid for 2." Well, my man wasn't having it. He went to his car to get his pistol, came back, put the pistol to the employee's check, till the employee gave him that 3rd hash brown.
Oh, God.
I mean, man, that must have been a good hash brown.
I mean,
dang
now he's
right.
facing felony charge.
I'm
Yeah,
doing all
now
that.
you're-
Makes damn sure they fry it fresh.
Shit,
mean,
you're
If
going
that's the case, take the money out the cash register at that point. I
we
mean,
all been
Yeah.
to the local yellow and red restaurant. I said yellow and red in that order. They're famous for their chicken and their
Chicken?
their rounds of the bow variety.
Oh, you
Yeah.
talking about that? Hell,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down at the Waffle House.
Yeah, we Dave's at the awful waffle. Listen to that. But you know,
Alpha House.
every now and again they come out and you can tell they throw them in the grease and they all stuck together.
Oh, yeah.
The center's froze. You get that single hash brown from McDonald's, it's always crisp. It's always by
brown.
itself. It's brown. Now there is some places I'll agree with you there. Some places leave them in the grease a little bit too long. But I mean, it's hard to mess up a single hash brown. But I don't know that I could get a felony charge over McDonald's.
No.
no, I don't think it's a meal I'm gonna get.
Maybe the
No.
milkshake.
A Chick-fil-A.
If you can find
I
a
might
shout
catch-
out to McDonald's,
That's what I'm
since we
saying.
done, if you can find one with a milkshake
That's what I'm
machine
saying.
working,
I might catch a felony for
That's funny you should say that because I went to McDonald's for lunch yesterday.
Oh, wait a minute, Mr. Boycott McDonald's.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, I went to a different one first of all, but I wasn't really my choice. But that was where we went.
you know what
Okay.
they used to say, it could happen.
But I had ordered, and I was sitting there waiting for my meal. This old man walks up, and first thing he did, he walked up. He said, "Excuse me, ma'am." She said, "Yes." He said, "Is y'all ice cream machine working today?" Before I placed my order. So that's it's funny. Everybody always talk about it ain't working.
Mm-hmm.
So
Was it working?
Yeah, it actually was.
Dang.
Because I ended up getting me an Oreo
Where's it at?
McFlurry.
Where's it at?
Gastonia.
Oh. And what day was that? Today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Well,
It was
you
one
had
of the-
enough calories in that to last you through this show.
You'll be okay.
All right.
That's what he's trying to say.
Okay.
Have you ever had a Whataburger milkshake?
I have not.
No, I have not.
I ain't even had a Whataburger hamburger.
Oh. But they were
I feel like I need
really special before they sold off and before they sold off to the chain that they're
Oh,
supposed
so
to.
they've
I
done.
mean, they're still good, but it's like a 32-ounce milkshake. No human needs a 32-ounce milkshake.
No. That's enough to make your stomach.
No human
Oh, yeah.
needs, but every human wants.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
is it
know.
they say? You
Maybe
can't.
used to, but when,
This
not
one.
now. I can't.
They say that you can't ingest a whole gallon of milk without getting sick. Your body just can't handle that much lactose. I'm saying, well, a 32-ounce milkshake, that's like Adam Richmond or whoever the guy that
Yeah.
took over for him that they try to eat like the 3 pounds of ice cream. And then,
Oh, you're talking about the man versus food.
yeah, what's that guy's name? Casey?
I don't know what it is now.
Something.
When old boy lost weight, I just stopped watching the show.
Oh, yeah. He lost weight and growed his hair out.
Yep.
And he's a totally different guy now. Mr.
Yeah, I just
Fitness.
stopped it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to die.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you know what that's interesting enough though because I was doing some like show research and stuff, and there was these several like TikTokers and like YouTubers that were supporting being overweight, and then they like went to work. They went to war over this, you know, and then like they were like a whole out campaign that it is fine to be overweight. It was like 4 or 5 of them. 4 of them did.
Oh my!
Died of like weight related. Yep.
Dang good.
Yep. So I was like, wow, that's
Well, I guess they proved a point there.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not saying it wasn't a valid point, but that's a bad way to have to prove your point.
Yeah.
Well, they were their point wasn't proven though. They were saying it was healthy to be fat.
We obviously found out that was a lie.
That was a big lie. But they say that's fake
Undisputable.
news.
Where's Mark Povich at? When
That was fake news.
That's terrible.
That's fake news.
Well,
fake news.
Well, shout out to
now it ain't fake news anymore. It's deep fake.
deep fake.
Yep.
Shout out to the only guy left.
I wish I had my co-host here, the Crypt Keeper. She would eat that up.
I like that. That sounds. You need to bring him.
Well, actually, she'll be in town next weekend.
We're going.
Yeah,
to
she's
have
a
nice
funeral.
show.
She's a funeral director, so we call her the Crypt Keeper.
Oh wow!
I love stuff like that.
You know what?
You know
She
what?
needs to be on our
yeah.
paranormal show.
Yes.
She needs to be. Y'all need to come in and sit on that a couple times.
Another Wednesday. Yeah.
Yep.
She's out of Maryland, so a lot of times our stuff is.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, we
she'll
can
be in
hook it up.
Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
We can do whatever. We'll try to, make arrangements.
That's funny because we're going to be in Maryland in November.
We'll just send Daniel out to pick her up.
Wait. What? Did I hear that right?
Wait a minute. You say
Daniel?
you're going?
I never said I wasn't going.
Did you say was that some French in your talk, or have you committed to Viking Con?
Have you committed to Viking Con?
When I get a list of everything I need, yeah.
What is
a
needed
list?
is
My
your
budget.
presence.
What I need for my budget.
And I
Wait a
ain't giving
minute,
nothing to you.
Oh, yeah.
Your presence is needed.
Yeah, there you go. That's your list.
Let's put it this way. I might have already mentioned to my boss man that I might need to be off the first weekend in November.
The way you talking, you might have a new job by the end of November. Because to hell with that guy.
And I have no time
Yeah, we'll
off.
see how that
Yes.
goes. I ain't counting. I ain't making. I'm not, like I said, I'm not getting my hose up ever
That's
again.
right.
I
No,
did it last time. I ain't
Let me
doing
tell
that.
you
So,
I
What
understand that,
David
but you
say?
didn't have that guy in your corner.
Put it out there.
that's true. Things have.
And what was
the
my
tide
lesson?
has changed.
What was
so.
my lesson from last week?
Put it in the universe.
Put it in the universe, brother, because if you don't, you put that negative, you're going to get the negative.
Like somebody told me in the past, it just takes the tide to change when the tide has changed. So
That's right.
we're going in the low tide now.
That's right.
So for the immature like me, explain what is it, Viking Con?
Viking Con?
Yeah, explain.
So I'll let David allude on that a little bit. He was the one that found it, and he's invited us to go. He's well versed in the category of Vikings and
Vikingar.
and the whole, what would you call it, Dave? It's not really a genre, but a way of life, I guess you'd say.
Yes.
Okay.
Is well, first off, Viking
Was it? Yeah.
was an occupation.
As I like to say, educate us, Daddy.
I will. So Viking was actually a job title. Most people were farmers, and they just kind of, the soil and the stuff wasn't good where they were living, so they decided to branch out to go find other places. I'll give y'all the short stories. They eventually just got into England and started. They wouldn't give them anything and help them, so they took it. Plain and simple. Their first raid was a English monastery, and they killed all the priests and everything because the priests turned them away and wouldn't help them out. And really, all they wanted to do was trade.
Right.
They didn't want didn't want anything for free. So there's a deep history that a lot of people don't know about Vikings. So, and now it's become more of a thing because of the show, but it helps people like me because, that's kind of my culture. And
That's the word I was looking for.
culture, yeah.
Culture.
It's a culture.
The reason I ask because there's a lot of cons out there. Because there's Viking Con, I knew about Comic Con, Dragon Con,
Sneaker Con.
Yeah, so like they have like the Renaissance Fair, but they don't. It's not the same time period as Vikings, and then finally like people that were in the Viking culture, whatever. they decided let's start making our own. So there's a couple festivals now.
Okay.
There's one here in North Carolina, but it's not as big right now.
Right.
But the one in Maryland's kind of the big, like it's kind of like going to San Diego.
The
for
Mac
Comic-Con.
Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Up off of now the road name's done left me. It's the house up there in North Charlotte where they done some of the Highland games.
Oh, you talking about off Neck Road?
Yes, Neck Road.
Yeah.
That's it. Is that any part of the Viking culture at all?
The Highland Games?
Yeah.
You
You don't see any.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Well, the Highland Games are moving. They've been moving to Grandfather Mountain here lately.
Yeah.
Well, they had one here this year. It's kind of, it's kind of like,
Like following time periods or parallel periods?
somewhat.
Somewhat?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a little bit like, there's a little bit of the Vikings influenced everybody. So they went as far as Egypt and America. They were here hundreds of years before Columbus, and that would be Eric the Red.
Okay.
I think a lot of people were here hundreds of years before.
Oh yeah, of
Columbus.
course.
Right.
A lot of people get confused when I say Vikings discovered America before Columbus, and they're like, "Well, the natives were here." Yes, they didn't discover; they were here.
Right.
My grandmother will tell you that if she was still alive, she was Cherokee. But
It's kind of hard to discover something when you were.
you're already there.
You're already there.
Yeah, so it doesn't whatever.
Say that whoever. Well, they discovered the natives and their native land.
Yeah, but you see, like with the Vikings, though, like Eric the Red and his group, they came in, they built their own village, and they were self-sustained. They didn't take off the land or anything from the natives here.
Right.
And then they packed up and left.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It must not like the cold weather. It must not like the weather.
Who didn't?
The Vikings here.
No, they love it.
Our weather sucks.
No, they love the weather. It was they couldn't grow food, so they ended up like having to find other ways and means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now they did become brutal. I'm not going to
Right.
sugarcoat that, but what group hasn't?
Oh yeah.
You
You do what you got to do to survive.
yeah. Well, some people did a little bit excess, but yeah,
They did.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But kind of like Viking Con is kind of like a celebration of the Viking culture.
Yeah.
And then Viking, the culture and the Norse culture, like the paganism. See, because I'm Norse pagan, it's kind of like hand in hand, but it's not really the same thing.
Right.
So a lot of people think, oh, you say I'm Norse pagan, oh, you think you're a Viking. No, I'm not a Viking. The Vikings didn't even call themselves Vikings.
Right.
That was a derogatory term.
Right.
Yeah, just like my name is Norris, my last name, which is slang actually that English gave people. It's actually translated "man from the north,"
Okay.
North man.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's just slang. So like you have Purser. Your family did like a trade, and then yours ended up.
Mine
being
was a bowl.
His said bowl. But yeah.
Yeah. My name is not the original name. Back in the
Yeah, must have right.
yeah, it became Purser. Then, to be honest, I can't even tell you what year it was. It was before I was born, but it used to be Pusser.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Pusser,
Pusser.
and everybody's heard Buford Pusser from the movie, and yeah,
So like
That's-
Norris used to be Norris.
Right.
Like Norris. It was spelled funny, but it translated to North man.
okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
So yeah.
Everything changed once we brought language over here.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
US.
We're trying to get away from that past.
Talking about language, the Viking contributed over 1,000 words to the English language
That's cool.
that everybody in this room has used. Yep. When you say I'm gonna go berserk, that's a old Norse term,
Okay,
because they had their soldiers they were berserkers,
right.
and they would eat mushrooms on the ship and get hopped up, and they'd let them go,
Okay,
and they called that they're going berserk.
Well, I can see how that could happen.
So you got that. There's several. There's like, the days of the week. Yeah.
Yes.
That's from our patron gods.
I heard you talk about that a little bit.
So Tuesday's kind of like for Tyr for Tuesday. Wednesday's actually Woden for Odin, and Thursday's Thor's Day. But it just kind of translates and
Right.
Yeah. So that's
Biggest thing with it is it's in Maryland.
yeah.
And David, if there's one thing that David and Joy like to do, they like to travel. They like to go places. They like to see things. They don't go above their means. But they've been empty nesters for how long, y'all?
8 years.
8 years. So, I mean, as long as the bills is paid,
Oh, yeah, you got to
ain't
enjoy
nobody
life.
knocking. They got to enjoy life.
Get you some of that Maryland seafood.
Oh, yeah.
Crab. What part of
Yeah,
Maryland?
we're talking about seafood. Norway, our trip to Norway in September.
Yeah,
We're
they're going
spending a week in Norway.
to take a trip across the big pond.
I actually want to go there. I actually got a friend from Norway. That's
Okay.
Norwegian.
That's where my family's actually. Yeah, that's
Yeah, his name
the
is
word originated.
Daniel. He's half Norwegian. I think his mother's from Norwegian, and Norway, and his father's from Louisiana.
That is a combination.
That would
it
be a
is.
combination.
He's quite a character.
Yeah.
He's very animated.
Yeah, like because in Norway they have like they believe in personal space. They're like when they talk, even outside, they're about this far apart.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't like all that get up in my face kind
Right.
of deal.
But they didn't have a problem with the Big C.
Okay.
So they're good people. We're gonna see. I'll have a good report to come back to the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, I'm looking forward to seeing some pictures when they get back.
Oh man, I already got our scheduled me and Joy for the Viking boat where we row across the fjord.
You know you gotta wait for them to get them developed now.
Yeah,
take them
yeah.
to the
Develop.
yeah.
We got and then I got to shake them.
That's right.
Yeah, gotta put them under the red light.
Yeah.
So, Ali, let's introduce you a little bit, man. Tell us about Lifestyle After 5.
Absolutely. Well, of course, I go by Ali Muhammad. We've been a podcast for a little over going on 3 years now. We actually started out in Maryland, but now
Okay.
we're based out of Georgia, actually.
Okay.
So me and my two other co-hosts, Lord Shoe and MD Red, and we have the Crypt Keeper that comes on as a
love
guest
that.
from time to time. Yeah,
Okay.
we nicknamed her. So basically, we're a lifestyle podcast, and we have a radio show that comes on every Wednesday night on WDJY 99.1. And so basically how the concept of our thing is like basically being in a virtual bar, virtual happy hour, because you don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know what type of conversations you're going to have. But it can lead to something interesting.
Okay.
It's like I tell people, you don't get promoted on your job.
Right.
You don't gain anything by, just staying at home.
Right.
It's about getting out there, having conversations with other people, whether it's professional in business or just like I'm having this conversation with you guys and how we were out and about to even form,
Yeah.
this
That was a good
relationship.
night, too, yeah.
That's how you got to get out there and form relationships.
Yes, I agree with
And
that.
so for those people that sitting on that listen to our show or they're watching it on YouTube or what have you, they get to see different guests,
Right.
different walks of life, different nationalities that come on our show, and they get to see us network. It's something that you can you can mimic. It's like, wow, you see him, you see Ali's out there. He's talking to this person. I've even interviewed a acupuncturist before.
Okay.
So we've had you name it, all over the gamut. We've had it. We've had Steve Spence, the author of Money Plain and Simple: What the Elite Don't Want You to Know About Money.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
We've had career conversations,
Right.
where we talked about the no-nos of your job. HR is
Oh,
never
yes.
your friend. Don't trust HR ever.
Sounds like every conversation we had.
I think I already have a experience with HR.
Yes, they're not your friend.
No, they are not.
I'll
Hey.
help you.
They are not there for the employee. They are fair when the employee strikes back.
So yeah, we get out there and we have fun every now and then. We've visited. We actually took like a cigar tour.
Oh, that sounds
That
right up
was-
my alley.
unexpected. I mean, again, having what I call an after 5 conversation led to that. I was here in Charlotte area, and I was having a cigar one night and got introduced to the owner of this cigar place, Taylor Smoke, here in Charlotte. We began to talk and meet each other. He agreed to an interview.
Right.
And it was his birthday weekend. The tow team, we came in, we interviewed him. That video's still up. But lo and behold, he didn't know that everybody from the cigar world was going to be there that night.
Okay.
We did it. So
you never know.
we got introduced to everybody in the cigar world from Atlanta to Texas to Virginia, all the names. And the next night we got invited back to his other location that he have in Concord, and we met everybody. We filmed there and recorded and combined them. That turned into an interview. That night turned into an interview with so many names. I slipped my name. It was on the tip of my, Jay Gilbert. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Jay Gilbert.
Oh my gosh.
So we became good friends with Jay Gilbert from Big Boy Cigar. Most notable, the Bankhead. I was smoking one the other day. So we went to Atlanta. We interviewed Jay Gilbert. Well, at least that's what we thought. It started off at Tavern Smoke, us interviewing Jay Gilbert. His buddy there, who owned the cigar bar LFA's, was there. He ended up jumping in that interview. And
Okay.
the manager had the owner of Tavern Smoke, Rob, ended up jumping into this conversation.
Nice.
It ended up turning to a 3-hour podcast. And then we ended up leaving, going to LFA's and actually video and taping in LFA's.
Okay.
That translated into another interview with Peaches, which is, if you're in Atlanta, everybody knows Peaches. She's the cigar personality that does a lot of Facebook
that's cool.
stuff, smoking cigars and Cigar Mike, which is also another.
Oh,
another
I know
name.
that one.
I've heard that name, yeah.
Oh yeah, Cigar Mike. He's one that a good friend of ours.
Dang,
that,
okay.
You can see him in our video too. When you find our cigar series, you can see him in some of our videos. And then that turned into, we went to Dallas. Actually, we went to do the LMA's video, which you see, it's the restaurant from a friend of mine, Patrick, in Dallas, when we was in Dallas. And then I'm a Cowboy fan, so we was catching the Cowboys.
Okay.
Well, that ended up, we got an invite also from that to do an interview with Dallas Leaf.
Oh, wow.
A cigar bar in Dallas. So that's why I say you never know how one conversation with somebody can turn into a whole bunch of things.
Oh, absolutely.
And spiral out.
Yeah, I've heard of the downward spiral. We kind of like to refer to it here as kind of like an upward spiral. We just get in here and we call it going down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But it's building.
Yeah.
And it just keeps building. We'll go from this to that to the third, as David likes to say, and I mean, anything's open in here.
But that's what you call brainstorming.
Yes.
Some refer to that as masterminding.
Yes. Okay, well, that's good stuff, man. So Lifestyle After 5, a virtual place to just go let your hair down.
As you can see the lifestyle, how it's kind of bold.
Right.
But if you are actually at the bar, it may look like this by the time you leave and finish the conversation.
I got you. From here, it kind of resembles that Guinness look to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could see that. And when you get ready to leave, you're a little groggy eyed there.
But you've had a wonderful time and a wonderful conversation, hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we inspire
everything about the day, and you're ready to take on the next day.
And sometimes we like to tackle some tough conversations that a lot of people are afraid of. I feel like any conversation can be had. I may not agree with it. I may not like it. But let's just respect the fact that disagree.
Yes.
We're not all the same. And we're all different. But we like to encourage conversations.
Right.
Because most people, they clam up or they won't communicate at all.
Right.
Which causes a divide.
Yeah, it's hard to talk to somebody and they just won't open up.
Yeah, I mean, but we do it all the time. I don't understand it.
Right.
The things that plague us all the most, we never bring up. We never give concern. But yet we argue over things that's out of our hands.
Right. So tonight we're kind of missing one. I'm hoping that the vibe that you're putting off, if you'll leave a little bit of that chair on that chair for me. So we call him Mr. Smooth. Jim, we're going to give you a shout out on the show. You working hard. We know you are. But that's where he usually sits.
Oh,
and he'll sit there and he'll look at Daniel and he'll look at David.
He'll smile, maybe laugh a little bit.
Yeah, laugh a little bit. But it's like you got to dig stuff out of that man. Like, talk to me, baby. And he's just,
I tell you this, though, in all fairness for him, he's doing a whole lot better.
He is.
He's been cracking open.
Yeah, because he was really introverted before he didn't even want to be on the microphone at all.
No.
The more he sits here, the more comfortable he gets. More comfortable he gets because he knows we his boys. So,
Jeff. I love Jeff.
More comfortable he gets, the more he talk to you.
I'll go to war for anybody in this room. I've been told y'all that.
Oh yeah,
a million times.
Jeff, I love me some Jeff now.
Yeah.
So
we have those issues too. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Everybody wants to be behind this mic when they see it or they see an episode.
It's powerful, yeah.
Until that mic and that camera come on, and then you got to do this consistently.
Yeah.
And you got to come up even when you're tired.
Yes.
And they don't see the dark side of this life when you got to stand up. You stay up late nights editing the video. Make sure you got a show. Make sure that you're consistent with this.
Yes.
It's a struggle. And that's what I always tell the people that think they want to do it and they come join with us. It's like, shoot content. Don't worry about nothing else. Right. That's your number one thing. You are a social media personality. I don't care what else you do. Shoot content and shoot it consistently.
Yep.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, give the people.
Because once you start putting that product out, like we're a fairly new podcast.
Yeah.
And we missed, I think, just a little bit of time due to
One
some sickness.
show.
One show.
And just
They were
couldn't get
beating
it
the door
together.
down.
Yeah.
Allergies got on some, a little bit of COVID got on some others, and we said, you know what? Just so we don't pass it around the room, let's just kick it this week. Everybody get to feeling better. And Dave was getting stuff like, man, we want more. Where y'all at? We looking forward to a show dropping today. And
Got to bring it in virtual at that point.
We'll be back next week.
I don't even know that I could have. I didn't even make it out of the bed for 2
Well, yeah, when you said
Yeah.
there's been times on this. Well, it's been a few shows I've had to miss, and I've let the co-hosts run with it.
Right. And I think we'll eventually get to that
I'm
point.
going to try to train him up.
We're gonna get trained
Yeah,
up.
got to
so
spread
maybe,
the wealth.
Yeah, what I'm hoping, and we've kicked the tires on this a little bit, is when David and Joy do go to Norway, if they can get to a spot where they can call in, maybe we'll.
I checked it today. We're all good.
We're all good.
Over Norway.
That's awesome.
What's the time difference, though?
That's
the only
That
problem.
might be a day off of work to watch David and Joy get into bed.
no, it's
What is it, 8 hours?
I think it's 6 hours.
6 or 8?
6 hour difference. yeah.
Okay, so not too bad.
I mean, me and my manager's actually in Germany.
I heard you say that earlier.
So yeah,
That was-
I get up and he's doing things at night, and we're on Discord together.
Okay.
And we have a Discord channel too, and so we communicate on Discord a lot. I'm clocking in and I'm clocking out, and so that's how we do a lot of our communication. And then I just upload like a lot of stuff. I just upload it to the drive, and whenever he get up and get chance, he'll go in the drive and grab it.
Okay.
Gotta love technology.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, connects people with ease when it works.
When it
When it
When
works.
it don't,
Yeah, it
ain't
can
nothing
feel
but a
horrible.
paperweight.
I about had an aneurysm last Wednesday because me, Joy,
Yes.
and we had a very good podcast
They
last
had a
week.
spectacular podcast.
And I was sitting here watching it, and I hit stop, and the whole bar disappeared
Oh man.
yeah,
right
David,
before my eyes.
yeah, he's kind of let us into like, this color's good, and then when we get done, it'll be this color, and I still see that. But if it ever goes away,
Because
well
we're
just get
virtual,
comfortable.
I've
Yeah.
had issues. I actually follow a script now because I've had it where we're virtual. We'll get in the middle of an interview, and one of the mics will go out.
oh yes,
My mic will go out, or one of the co-host mics will go out. So in case I have to finish this show on my own, I always keep a script where I can just look back and at least stay on topic. And if I think it's not like I'm thinking, I always got something to say. I can look and like, okay, well, I can ask this question, I
Right.
can ask this question,
Yeah.
and finish the show.
okay, that's
Yeah,
good
I
stuff.
want to get into the. There's a program they got where you can do like it plans out your whole show,
Right.
And then you kind of just enter in a couple little things, and then it just it does all
You
that.
shared that nugget with me,
So I'm gonna,
and I used it.
yeah, I need to get like in it more, but here lately it's been like me trying to like, because when we have like Rashad Lee, when we had him on, I did like a lot of promo stuff for him.
His music is awesome too.
Yeah, he's got like what did he say? I think it's like 60,000 followers. But he's got several million like views and
Oh,
hits,
absolutely.
and,
Yeah, he just recently went from like your small town rap artist to he's international now.
yeah,
And,
he's a big one. Yeah, he's going.
His newest single's already got 164,000 views.
Yeah, he's gonna be on up there, and I'm glad that we have him as a friend so we can watch him.
Yeah, we had him on the
you
phone last week, and it was our first call in, and we talked to him a little bit, and he's got that feeling of it, that he's been through pain, he's had some suffering, but that's not what he's basing his music off of. He's kind of like we try to talk inside the podcast here, that veteran yourself, lack of better words, I guess you could say self-empowerment. He's pushing himself up out of that hole, and he's not putting it out there to where like all the other big names are. They're rapping about the wrong stuff. He's doing it more like the man we got up here on the wall. He's
rapping on reality.
Yeah, he's telling
Pop,
true stories.
Pop was my hero.
Yeah, he's out there.
Well, you know, a
telling-
lot of people, I would say 10%, that's less than 10% of the people. 90% of the people just love to complain. They fall in love with their traumas.
Oh yes,
And their problems, and it's legitimate. I mean, you legitimately have issues, but when are you going to heal? We shouldn't be having the same conversation 5 years from now.
No, you got to move forward.
Yeah.
yeah. Man gets stagnant, or a woman gets stagnant, and then you fall into depression, and it just settles on you. Like Dave was saying earlier, if you put all negative out there, and I'm gonna push this out to somebody. Hopefully, I've told to listen to the show. If you put negative out there all the time, you surround yourself with all negative, and you never get yourself out of it.
Well, they say you're the average of the 5 to 6 people you hang around with the most.
Yeah, that's what me and Joy go by. Like, you are who within that circle. You are
Yes.
who they are.
Well, I feel like I spend most of my time with some certain people.
Well,
so
that's who you are.
Yeah.
That's who you're. That's where you're headed.
I'm sitting with at least 2 or 3 of them right now.
Now you got all these.
Well, 4 of them.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the lifestyle family.
Hey man,
That's
hey,
right.
it's for you. You had me when you said cigar. I'm a big cigar smoker.
Oh, we have to sit down.
I
and get some.
love
We have
me
to
some
sit
cigar.
down. We have to sit down and we'll
I've been
bring
big
the
into
camera.
leather rose here lately.
I'd like a leather robe. Matter of fact, I wish that I got
My
the 2
deadwood?
pictures. I got 2 pictures, art pictures that's sitting in my office right now that I bought from I bought it from a cigar bar in it used to be it's out of making Goldie's cigar bar now. They've changed it. We actually did an interview with Goldie.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, I love that Deadwood brand.
I like the Fat Bottom Betty.
Yeah, they got Fat Bottom Betty.
Yeah,
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, when I'm not smoking a Bankhead or a Cuban, and I actually did, and I told you I'm still working on that video. I'm slow, so
That's all right.
in January I actually went to Cuba,
Okay.
Wow.
and I went with some friends to Cuba. We actually went to a tobacco field. They explained everything about the leaf from where cigarettes come
I remember you
through
telling
to
us that.
the top of it to what Cohibas come from. They actually rolled it and everything, so I'm editing that video.
That
And
to me is amazing.
yeah, and
I've seen
putting
just
it up.
bits and pieces of how they sit there and hand roll that stuff.
yeah.
They've got that Yulu style blade that's
It takes
curved.
like Canadian syrup, Canadian honey, and roll to make it stick. And he rolls it by hand and gets
he knows what to cut off and roll that.
And he's like, this right here, he cuts the leaf, and he's like, this right here, this is bottom of the leaf, this is trash, this is cigarette.
Right.
And he was showing us the different burn between a cigarette and a top quality cigar.
Right.
He was, you'll see in the video.
Okay.
He's showing it like,
Yeah.
he's like, look at my teeth. I've been smoking for years. You don't see stains because I
Okay.
smoke quality tobacco. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can always tell you get around people who are heavy cigar smokers, but they smoke trash. And man, you can smell it.
Oh, yeah.
6-8 feet off of them.
Yeah.
You can see the yellow in their nails and the way it's affected their face. But you see people who smoke the finer cigars, you get up $15, $25, $35 cigars, just like you're talking about. There's no stains on the teeth. There's no yellowing of the facial hair.
Most of mine are that $20 mark.
But some of those will get you. Now, I've had some that's powerful.
Oh, yeah. I had one the other day. I sent you a picture of me smoking that one.
You smoking the devil's lettuce?
No, hell no. No, but that one right there, me and my neighbor went to the cigar.
I think he's smoking a Dutch Master.
Well, me and my neighbors went to the cigar lounge, and I'm a really fast smoker.
Yeah, he
So, like,
slow it down.
So, like, by the time most people are a third to halfway through, I'm about done with mine. And I was sitting there just like, yeah, and he was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "This thing feels good."
It's a cigar. It's not a Black and Mild.
This was a big cigar. I mean, it was a fat
You done
sucker.
got that fat head, that natural high off of that tobacco.
I was sitting there like, "Oh yeah, this ain't no Black and Mild." But
I've had some that make me have to get up and run to the bathroom.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm big into pipe smoking too. I love my pipes.
I've never smoked a pipe.
Hey,
I've
Daniel, how's that pipe that you bought?
I have not
The antique
actually
thing?
smoked out of it yet.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
It's clay, but it's like this long.
It looks like
wow.
Like Gandalf.
actually, Gandalf, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was at the.
He pointed it out. I walked right by it like 3 times.
There's an antique at the Restore over here.
Yeah. I'm gonna squirrel just a little bit, but to most of the fans
Imagine that.
that call their fans of those movies, The Lord of the Rings, never knew that man carried his pipe in his staff.
Wow.
What?
They never paid it any attention. He kept his pipe in his staff when he walked.
That is like my favorite movies of all time. So
Yeah.
And you didn't know that?
I said no. I said what? Like I didn't. I'm surprised people don't know that. That they don't watch.
So you talking about cigars, and so do you drink?
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
they usually go hand in hand.
Yeah, you
I
have
absolutely drink.
You
Okay.
have certain drinks for
Okay.
certain
So,
cigars.
yes.
That's how I judge a cigar. Actually, to be honest with you.
I am a Crown Royal drinker.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's my brother
favorite.
right there. Then.
Average one. Have you noticed they changed? They didn't got cheap on us for Crown Royals. If Crown Royal listening, they bring back the quality. You still charging $54, $57
I know.
bucks. At least in North Carolina for a 1.75 liter of Crown. I want my handle back.
Yeah.
First you started. They started slowly after COVID. They took the box away. So it's like, where my box? Oh, you don't get a box. I thought they were playing with me. Like
Next,
no.
they're gonna take the
Yeah,
bag
yeah,
away.
yeah. I mean, I'm
kinda
almost
like-
arguing because I like you can't be serious. You mean to tell me Crown Royal? I've been buying Crown for years. I don't get a box. So I said, fine. Now I got a bag. Now my bag is gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
That's a
Yeah,
sin.
the bag is gone.
The bag's
The bag is gone on the
Wow.
1.75. The bag is gone,
Oh no.
and now the handle's gone.
No, they lost me.
It's just a smooth bottle now. And they gave you a little decorative. It looks fancy, the sticker that they put on there.
Right.
But I want the handle. It ain't the real thing in the Crown.
I'm an Aberlour
Crown.
12-year drinker.
Come on, Craig.
Aberlour 12-year Scotch. That's what I drink.
The rusty nails. I never
I
got
had-
into Scotch.
Yeah, I'm
Lettuce.
not a Scotch drinker. I've
You'll
got a
like
good-
that 12-year if I bring you some.
I'm got a good friend. He's a brother in the lodge down in Monroe too. His name's Robert Mullis, and he's a big Scotch drinker. And oh my gosh, he introduced me to some and showed me this and showed me that, and
Scotch
I picked
burn.
out Monkey Shoulder.
I've had that.
I sit
and
there.
I did not know it was Scotch. I thought it was whiskey.
Ooh, now I may be wrong. That was the one drink that I drank. I sat down on the couch. We were in Monroe's only cigar bar at that time. COVID unfortunately shut it down. McEwen's Funeral Home there in downtown. It was right beside. Let's see, it was right across the street from McEwen's, beside where the headstones are made.
Oh, okay.
And you could tell that it was an old establishment because every room in the house had 2 doors. You could go from room to room to room, and it was a circle, but it also had a back door exit.
Oh, wow.
So there was some shady stuff. It was either liquor or
That was
a cat house.
my granddaddy used to talk. Well, my grandma used to talk about my granddaddy.
Mm-hmm.
He was a bootleg. It was a bootleg place.
Yeah.
There, that place across the white big white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a bootleg house.
But what they turned it into, and like I said, COVID shut it down, they turned it into it's a cigar shop. It had all the humidors in the different rooms, but the front room was kind of like a brown room. It had the dark leather furniture, beautiful chess set, big screen TV. I remember sitting down in that leather couch, glass of monkey shoulder. I got warm, started easing down in that couch. I'm not a football fan, but I sit there and I watch that whole game just sitting there.
It'll get you. It'll relax you.
I can't even tell you who was playing. I don't know the score, but sit there and got warm, and a fella come in there and tapped me on the shoulder. Sir, we're fixing to go to the house. I'm like, okay, I'll go home now.
It ain't even that expensive either.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Now, I haven't found it here, but it's also a Japanese whiskey I like, Senju.
Okay.
In Maryland, because I lived in Maryland too. I've lived a lot of different places. When I was in Maryland, I got hooked on that.
Right.
So Georgia sells it. So typically when I go to Georgia, I pick up a bottle.
Okay.
Keep a bottle on me.
Okay. Yeah, so to kind of complete all that, where I was going, talking about Masonry early on, this past Monday, we went to Winston-Salem to their Masonic Center up there, and you said you went through the Purple House.
Yes.
Which in our York Rite, they call it the council.
Okay.
The Cryptic Council, we had a table council up there. And just a lot of fun. We did a fundraiser to where some of the guys took a trip from Salisbury. They went all the way to Louisville, Kentucky.
Wow.
And went to a couple distilleries.
Maker's Mark.
Some of the famous
I do like
ones.
Lakers. Yeah.
They got 4 bottles of Buffalo Trace donated to them.
I've had that.
They got some other finer whiskeys, some bourbons, and we raised $2,800 off of that
I thought you
table.
were about to say we raised hell.
Yeah. Oh, there was a little bit of hell raised that
The
night.
Royal
but it was-
Select Masons.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Oh
Purple
my
House.
goodness. It was, beautiful meal, and it was more about the fellowship and the good times rather than going to pay for a meal, because we had prime rib,
Dang.
baked chicken,
you
green
not
beans,
just sneak me into one of
potatoes.
those or something?
Oh, it was so good, and the meal was free. But you
Me and Daniel sit in the back.
brought enough money to where you could make
I'll just sit
donations for
outside.
stuff.
I ain't gonna say we won't eat much,
just
but
beautiful stuff. They give away cigars, the Ave Marias. They've got a Knight Templar line of Ave Maria cigars, and man, those things are
Oh,
nice.
sound like a time.
Yes,
I know Durham, they do like a joint raising every year.
right.
I've been up there a couple of times when I was in Georgia. Up on that, and that was a nice time. Like I said, a lot of food and everything, drinks, cigars.
Yeah, Masonry helps me out a lot with speaking in front of people as well, and I'm sure it does you.
Yeah, it will get you there,
It
especially
sure
if you
will.
start to move around into different positions and everything. You will be forced to speak.
You get comfortable talking in front of people and talking to people you don't know. But speaking of talking about things we don't know, Daniel, you got anything for me today, baby? You got some stories. I know you was itching to tell me something on our last show.
Oh, I thought we were going to save it for Sunday,
Yeah.
but
no, we're still gonna do it.
Yeah.
Another one Sunday.
Yeah, we're gonna do it again.
We'll see what I can pull up here.
Okay, I know you had some
You
stuff.
can put me
for
right on the
last
spot
time.
like
I
that.
did.
Well,
I
that's-
put you on the
well,
spot.
We live on the spot there, Hoss.
First title is Naked North Carolina Man Charged.
quick that was.
I know. He,
What's
had,
up?
He had like he was
ready.
gonna be slow. Go
he
ahead.
had it in the pipe.
No, naked NC man charged after crashing car, firing several gunshots at deputies say. Or
Damn.
deputies do say. So, yeah.
So what's the backstory?
He was just driving down the road, decided to start shooting out of the car. He
Oh wow.
jumped out, stripped butt naked, and ran into the woods, and he stayed there till the police got there. The police.
What night was that?
Hell, I don't. What was this thing?
I'm just trying to cross reference where you were at.
It was February 24th.
Oh, where were you on February 24th?
Cocaine.
Oh, I you know what? I plead the fifth.
Yeah, see.
I would like to exercise my Fifth
He was
Amendment
out
right.
eating shrimp.
But yeah, he was out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Sure, wasn't that Gaston?
Well, he was speeding and crashed into another car is what happened, and then he jumps out, just starts firing straight in the air, strips butt naked, and runs into the woods. The cops decided not to go after him. They just said, we're going to wait him out because he ain't staying in them woods naked for long.
This is
true.
This is true. As
So-
a good friend and a former coworker of mine, Scott Hyatt, would say, you'll have that.
You'll have that, yep.
We'll be here waiting when you come out.
That's exactly right.
And he came out and he was arrested. So
I sat down with Scott this week.
Did you?
Yeah. He's you know what? He's a really solid dude.
He is.
Yep.
we're working on getting him more content.
Oh yeah, we're working on it right now.
He likes
I told him about
coffee.
it. I told him it'd be a little extra.
This is like a bonus show this week, so extra.
He's like he's all happy about it. Miss Joy's got to make him a cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that.
She's already got it planned out and all that.
Hopefully he's still got his shelf of the Google Cup, the wallet from Pulp Fiction. That was my parting gift that I gave him before
I'm sure he does.
left the county. Hopefully he's moved all that into his office.
I hope he has too. I tried to get him to move down there with me. But he won't.
It's some tight quarters.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can put some people out.
I'm sure that would be welcomed.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
What you got next, Bubba?
This one is a tortoise causes train delays after slowly climbing onto tracks between Ascot and Bagshot.
Where's that at?
Honestly, it's not America.
Ascot and Bagshot. That sounds like Ireland or something.
It was in Britain.
Tortoise.
Yeah.
But
So what did this tortoise do?
so it was right after the global IT outage a few weeks ago. So it was already causing havoc on travel.
Was he the one that caused it?
You know what? That's a pretty good idea. But it already caused many travel delays as it was.
Okay.
But later on that same evening, there was more delays as they realized that they spotted a culprit. It was a tortoise named Solomon that they named. He was on the track near Ascot Station just after 6 p.m.
Okay.
The reptile was moving at pace towards Bagshot on the tracks.
What's that pace?
I guess
As fast as a tortoise?
as fast as a tortoise can go.
Okay.
But he was unharmed at the ordeal. He never got hit. But the rail station, they apologized for the disruption. They suggested Solomon was able to get on the tracks because of the gap in the fence.
Okay.
You know, Daniel, you do that normally do that a little bit smoother.
Well, I wasn't prepared to be put on the spot today. I was kind of ready for these were on the back burner for Sunday.
I think as Dustin smooths on into that captain's chair over there, you might better be used to that.
That's fine. I already had him up just in case because I was thinking you might possibly be asking me that question. So.
Yeah.
He's prepared.
Daniel usually is prepared.
Yeah, he's pretty good about it.
It was an earlier show that we done. We still had a table here in the middle of the floor. We got comfortable now. David hit him right off. He just said, Daniel, what's price tea in China? And I'm telling you, like 5 seconds, Daniel was on it.
They call me the Google man
Yeah, we do call you the Google man.
and the weather man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna like steal an idea or anything, but Ali, you've kind of got me intrigued with nicknames, guys. We might have to come up with nicknames. I know Jeff.
You already started, Mr. Smooth.
Yeah,
and
Mr.
Shrimp.
Smooth.
Fat body.
Yeah,
No, you shrimp.
No, that ain't me. Might become somebody else that.
yeah. That's gonna be an upcoming thing
Yeah.
on the show here
You
soon.
got to have your nickname.
Yes, we've got a tattoo picked out for Daniel. He's got a small beef with a piece of seafood. It kind of.
I eat anything that's a fish, and I'll be sick to my
That's why
stomach.
he's got shrimp.
I love the taste of it, but it'll mess me up
Yeah, but,
Oh, man.
we're gonna get him a little fish bowl tattooed over here.
with the shrimp.
With a shrimp
That was
in
a
it.
joke. I need to give you those footage that I took of us in the car that
I
night.
wasn't actually joking. I'm not joking.
I was talking about the shrimp in the bowl, and you was over there laughing.
The shrimp bowl is.
I said, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, third and final. You got anything else
Oh
for
shit!
me?
He said, "Oh shit."
I don't put them away.
Under the bus, baby.
You see, I keep them up here. I'm
you
ready
go.
to go. Well, this one's actually kind of a creepy story,
Okay.
but
Miss Joy gonna get mad at you because she's like, Daniel, don't tell her.
it ain't that creepy.
Okay.
But it's more of it's gonna be like a what the hell. So,
I
okay.
love what y'all do on Beyond the Veil, but don't bring no bad vibes.
oh no,
here.
this ain't this ain't that.
Man, don't bring no
Bad
bad vibes.
This is real life, like in the flesh.
We ain't putting that out here and losing nothing tonight.
Scientists have created a robot, and they gave it a face with living skin
Oh yeah, I saw
that
that.
allows it to smile.
He's not
Okay.
lying. Yeah.
It's lab grown skin, and they made it a face.
So is this on like a AI robot?
It's a humanoid robot.
It's a humanoid.
on like like that movie Will Smith did.
Yes, iRobot.
Yeah, it's kind of like those robots, but now they got like they're making like the covers actual skin.
They used living skin tissue,
Yep.
Huh.
and they grew a human-like ligaments to give robots a more natural smile.
Mm-hmm. It's freaky too.
It's in Tokyo.
We kind of alluded to that on one of our previous shows because I was saying mankind is going to be done here pretty soon. It was on an episode because I'm like, once they get AI robots and they get lifelike, I don't think we'll be dating natural men and women anymore.
No.
No, it's already a thing in Tokyo. Yep.
It's also
Well, they already was having birth problems in
Yeah,
Japan
but,
and Korea. So
Right. Like I think as I said, it's downtown Tokyo. And most of all the women of the night are the machines of the night.
Oh my goodness.
but this is in Tokyo.
But you know what? For every dark story, there's a bright side.
Yes.
That could reduce sex trafficking in America.
Possibility.
Then you're just going to have people dealing with robots.
It gets even scarier though.
that could be a whole episode on its own.
Yes, it is.
Oh, there's all kinds of... There's... Go ahead.
Not only did they engineer the skin for the robot, they've also engineered the skin that can naturally heal on the robot.
So they're making Terminators.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
baby.
So it's got biological muscle tissue
Get
and
to the
3D
chopper.
printed. It's 3D printed lab grown meat.
Get to the chopper.
But he says the self healing part of it's a big deal is what they're saying. But yeah, they've got it working self healing
Well, I
and
go ahead
self healing faster than we can.
I'll go ahead and tell
wow.
you this. I'm going to make friends with Elon. I'm just going to go up there to
Tell
the
you
space
that,
station.
man.
We're
It's
done
amazing.
here because once that get perfected, when you get that new employee that come that working all the time and don't take lunch breaks, like, why I can't keep up with
Oh, yeah.
Bob
Okay.
over here?
So that's a good point. Elon Musk, he was talking about this the other week on Joe Rogan's podcast. He told Joe Rogan, he said it's going to come down to the people that can control AI and the people that can't. And to the people that can't are going to be the poor folks.
Yep.
Yep.
This is why I'm learning AI right now. This
Yes.
is why
I'm
we're
all-
starting a whole
I-
AI series.
I am knee deep in AI right now. Like,
There's some good uses, but at the same time, there's a lot of
I
scary.
used AI to find our flight.
I
Okay.
use AI for everything nowadays.
Mhm. I do too.
I use it
most of-
for my diet, weight lift. You don't even need
Yep.
an app.
Nope.
I tell my metabolic rate. I tell AI this is what I ate.
So like on your podcast, if you take and you download it to like the Google Sheets, and then you take the Google Sheets and you put it in Chat GPT, and you tell it to give you every time you had a show that sparked, it'll give you that analytic, and then it'll tell you like maybe you should keep your show at that that time frame.
Now I have been doing that. I have been
Yeah.
plugging all the social media from Facebook, everything into Chat GPT.
It'll tell you what times of day
I
to
use it
post.
for interviewing questions like
Yup.
I'll take job descriptions, a bunch of job descriptions that I think I might want to do, and I'll plug it in there.
Right.
And I'll put my resume in there, and I tell her all the skills I got. Then I have AI to ask me questions as if it's my boss
Yup.
or what I will need
Yeah.
for the job. And I got it where every time I say go, you're going to ask me a new question.
Okay.
And it just keep probing and get my mind right. So when I come to an interview, AI has already dug deep into me
Right.
on it. And even if I come into these situations, because it's asking me questions about situations I may actually face on the job. So at this point, it's like, okay, I remember that. AI asked me this.
Right.
And this is the steps I should have took to solve that.
Yup.
Okay.
Now here's the real question: What about, does AI know more about you than you even know about you?
They probably do.
At some point, it will. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
They'll know more about yourself than even you know.
It really does know a lot about me because I'm in it every day. I mean, it knows my routine. So,
Right.
because I actually asked it one day. So, based on what I put in there, it's able to sum up everything about me. It knows, I have a podcast. This is the time I usually get up. This is what I do for work and everything. But I put it in there. So, it's with machine learning. So, as you put it in there, it learns more about you.
So is the government at the same time.
Oh yeah, the government definitely. But I mean, really, you can't hide nowadays from the government.
Absolutely not.
I think when you go to Atlanta, downtown Atlanta, they got the whole city is AI now with cameras and lights and everything. You get a chance to look that up.
Yeah, I think you can get around. You can have what they call a fire sale, and you can shut the government down for hours. And by the time you do that, you can move to another place. And
See, I'm on the different end of the spectrum. I know folks out on northeast side of Union County who live in a space a quarter of what we're in right now. This man has a cot. This man has a floor. He hunts during the day. He fishes at night.
Yep.
He eats what he catches, and he is off the grid.
But is he really off the grid?
That's where I'm right there.
Yeah, I mean, he may do that, but they still see you.
Oh yeah.
They still know what's going on.
It's satellite images.
Well, you just had that guy in here the other day. Drones.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can see him.
That's what I'm saying, satellite imagery, man.
Dude, they can drop missiles into caves in Afghanistan.
Matter of fact,
That's
I
true.
got a fence installed when I first bought my house in Weatherden. They didn't even have to come out. When I called and said, hey, I want a fence, they said, well, what's your address? He typed in my address and said, oh, yeah, I'm looking at your house right now.
Right.
It looks like it should be about this many feet, by this, whatever, but then we'll send somebody out there to make sure. They were taking measurements, didn't even have to come to the house.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I do that with side when I'm doing side jobs. I'll do that. I have a AI website, and I can go in there and say, "Here's the property I want. Here's the property I want." Insert the image. It'll automatically on its own deduct the house, the garage, the driveway, the sidewalk, and it'll say, "You need this many square feet."
Yeah. This gentleman I'm talking about, he's gone as far as no driver's license. He doesn't make any transactions in town publicly. He trades within the people that he knows for gas for his ATV. He collects all of his own bait, whether it's cut bait, whether it's worms, whether it's cricket, stuff like that. He's come up with ways for him to survive, and I would say he's 60, 70 years in the past, to where he's just off the land. He barters and trades, and
Now, he might truly be off the grid because he could just disappear in the night like that. And even though there's a trace of him, they wouldn't know what happened to him.
I'm 40. I'll be 41 in September. The last time I saw this man, I was probably 19.
but then, too, he's no threat to the government. If you're that
Right.
quiet and everything
He
else.
doesn't bother. Yeah, they're not gonna bother.
He's no threat.
Right.
So
He's
it's
no
like-
threat at all.
Until the system shuts
Actually,
down.
he might be a threat because
Once the
he
system
knows.
once the system shuts
knowledge.
down, it'll be him. It'll be people like him that they go after.
They're in the lead.
Well, when the government wants to,
But then again, too, they know how to poison your crops. It's like they talk about growing
Oh,
your
absolutely.
own stuff. Right now, we got chemtrails and all that other stuff that's flying around. Poisoning. I don't even know if we even eating real food now. I'm almost to the point where it's like, okay, I give up.
Right.
You got fake fish now. You got fake cabbage, lettuce, and everything.
you've heard about some of the chicken in a lot of these new joints being lab grown.
Yeah, even
The impossible meats.
the
that we eat.
impossible meats that's out of tissue. Everything's in the lab. Even the marijuana that people are trying to
Yeah,
smoke
it's fake. It's
nowadays.
like a hybrid.
Yeah, it's everything's hybrid.
And then the people dying from it and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who's to say we're not all hybrids?
Daniel, you'll say anything.
I will. But I'll take it. I'll make you think, though, too.
Yeah, sure will.
Think about it, the $5 meal from McDonald's.
We just talked
Dang,
about that.
we literally just talked
We
about
Just
that.
talked about that.
A pack of ground beef is what, $8? $9,
man,
$10,
if
$12
you're
now?
lucky.
Yeah, $12. So how you gonna get
A double McDouble.
a level McDouble
Yes.
for basically less than $1?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't real meat.
No. It's
Not
what
some
they
of it.
what they
Well, like
want you to eat.
that lab grown meat, they can take a little bit of real chicken like that, put it in this dish, and they can grow a whole chicken.
Oh, yeah.
A whole boneless chicken thing out of it.
That's why you're getting all these free chicken sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at one today.
Chicken sandwiches.
It was a restaurant in New York City. It's called Bird Box, I believe. They serve a chicken sandwich. Now, this piece of meat, whatever it is, still has the leg and the foot of the chicken. They battered it and they deep fry the whole thing. I don't know if it's a novelty. I know some folks eat chicken feet, but I just...
Maybe so you know it's coming from a real chicken.
And there again, it could be this artificial piece of meat. I don't know anything about the company. Can't say anything bad about them. But I watched a video to where a lady opened this big red box. I'm talking like the size of the width of my chair. There was a double order of French fries in it. They were waffle fries. Thanks, Chick-fil-A. But the sandwich that she ate, this thing looked like the size of a Burger King Whopper, and it had a leg and what they called the claw hanging out of the back of it, and you could see it had been breaded and deep fried and put on a bun.
What do you do? Eat around the bun? I don't want no feet on my sandwich.
The logistics on that work.
I don't do feet in general, much less a chicken foot.
Only chicken foot that I like's a band.
Yeah. I used to eat pig feet.
See, that's something else I can't do.
Nope.
Nah, I can't eat pickled pig feet.
I did
And that
back in the day.
solution, that pink
Back in
solution.
the day, man, I did.
look like,
I ain't
And
gonna
those
lie.
little eggs, I always used to wonder who buys that. It's like, you had pig
That
feet,
pickled
you
egg,
had,
My grandmother
you know,
used to
an
make 'em.
egg in this
We never
solution.
bought them from the store, but
and
my
these
grandmother made them.
sausages.
To me, that solution looks like the stuff you get embalmed with.
No, like
Formaldehyde.
Yeah,
I wouldn't buy it
formaldehyde.
from the. I wouldn't eat it out of the store. Like my grandmother made like the pickled stuff, and I watched her make it. So, yeah.
So Dad makes those at
Yeah.
home now.
Yeah.
He'll make pickled eggs.
Yeah, his pickled eggs are great.
Yeah.
by the way,
Got a good friend, Darren Jenkins. He'll make pickled quail eggs from time to time.
those are
And,
good.
I mean, just the little bite size. It's, if anything like that was what was in the store when I was a young boy, I'm talking 6, 8, riding around with my dad and the man that I like to refer to as my Uncle Stan. We used to ride around in an 84, 85 GMC pickup in Anson County. We'd be looking at deer, and I mean, I'll go ahead and put it out there. There was probably an open Budweiser in the truck. It
Just
was
one.
pickled eggs.
You could do
Man.
that back then.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
do that.
Just
no problem.
one. Y'all were
You could ride on the
underachieving.
back of the truck. Then,
Right.
Yeah.
But they'd be pickled eggs.
Yeah.
They'd be eating Bahama Mamas
Yep.
and drinking Budweiser.
They're still alive?
And by
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's the
and,
people that are still there.
and
They
by,
pick with themselves.
By hour in, them men had. I mean, you sit in that truck and almost gag because if it wasn't a burp, it
yep.
was a fart. And,
I used to hate that.
oh, here I am, this young boy with like a new grape and some type of grape soda and some tater wedges or some little chicken fingers
Man.
from the store. And
You know,
we was riding around looking at deer. It was cold, but I was out having a good time with my dad and my uncle.
smelling
Bundy.
farts.
Yeah.
You know, the pickup truck was the first Uber.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure was.
You had a pickup truck, you knew you had to take some people, haul some people around.
You could also tell, like in neighborhoods and stuff, you could tell where everybody was at because all the bikes were out front.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. I miss those days.
I mean, I had a piece of that.
Yeah. And now
Not now, probably.
I don't even know if kids know how to ride a bike nowadays. They still sell bikes?
they still sell bikes.
Oh yeah, Walmart. Hey, Walmart's full of them.
My
Yeah,
kids, they'll
but
ride
that's the
them.
sad thing, though, is that they're full of it.
Oh yeah, and they're not out in the streets like Dave was talking about.
It's too dangerous now. Everybody drive like a fool on their phone.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is true. This is true. Ali, wasn't you telling us earlier on your way up here how do people turn a car
Yeah.
over on a 2-lane highway?
It wasn't even a highway. This is a residential neighborhood.
Whoa.
It was a 2-lane
What's you gotta be
neighborhood.
doing?
And they flipped the car upside down.
There might have been a Bud Light involved.
That was a TikTok thing.
Could have been.
That wasn't a singular Bud Light.
No.
No, I'm not saying that it's like a trend. I'm saying somebody would probably.
Oh yeah, yeah. Play it on their
Scroll up.
phone,
Yeah.
looked up, turned the car over.
And you know, like at Kilbourne, they put like a dang median right at the entrance.
Right.
And I've been sitting out there and watched people.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, whoa. You just sitting there and just kind of just,
Just
Kind of want to sit there and see how long it takes for the next person to hit it.
Oh yeah,
enjoy the show, right?
yeah.
Yeah, if it's not inside the park, it's outside in the street.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. People driving, it makes me want to self-destruct sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you about that happening to me that one day.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, not for the faint of heart.
No,
Nope.
absolutely not. Well, guys, I think it's been good. Ollie, we really appreciate you coming in and sitting with us, man.
I appreciate you having me. It's definitely been an honor.
You're good.
Yeah. You want to give yourself a little plug and tell us where we can find Lifestyle After 5? We always let everybody do that. We try to promote
Absolutely.
everybody we have on the show.
So you can catch us every Wednesday on WDJY 99. Well, no, that's WDJY.com on the internet.
Okay.
Click on the silver listen now at 9 p.m. every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can check out our episodes that we're talking about. In between, and if you can't get enough of us there, you can always catch us on YouTube.
Yes.
Lifestyle After 5, and it's spelled Lifestyle After, but it's the number 5, and it's an IVE after it. That's the catch. You put that in, and of course, you can catch everything that you need to know about us at www.aliafter5.com. And remember, the 5 is the number 5, IVE, and that got all our link, our Discord, the radio, our YouTube videos, anything you want to know about us, go to the website. Again, that's www.aliafter5.com. Guys, it's been a pleasure. We got to do this again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We
Maybe
can
we
make
need
it
to
a
meet at
regular
a
thing.
cigar bar or something.
we can do that.
I would
Yes.
welcome that greatly.
Yeah, we'll do something.
That sounds
Definitely.
good to me. Daniel, you got anything else for me today, baby?
No.
No? Nothing
I'm
else?
going to be trying to catch me a cigar bar on the way home, it looks
That
like.
sounds good to me. In lieu of that, King David, take me home, baby.
Peace, love, and happy.
Amen to that.